To open this door, we must perform the traditional dance of the Church of Seros, spinning! Okay, welcome back to more Fire Emblem Three Houses. This time, I'm going to cut straight to it because there's probably going to be a ton of supports in this episode, one of which is Byleth Hilda B.
Professor.
Yes, Byleth was just practicing his spinning.
Hey, Professor. There are a lot of hardworking people here at the Academy, huh? Everyone focuses on training without even needing to be told.
Actually, they kinda do, even when they're training themselves. Byleth has to set their goals.
Maybe they think, I must protect my friends, even if I have to risk my neck.
In other words, they're Asbel.
Of course I'll try to protect them, but I don't understand why anyone would want to risk their life for someone else. When you die, no matter how you died, it's over. To me, it's more important to enjoy life. We only live once, after all. It's a waste to spend all your time working and being responsible, right? Well, no matter what people may think, I'm going to keep being me. So in our next battle, I'll support everyone from the sidelines. Aw, come on, please. How about I do something for you as a way of saying thanks?
Join his house, please.
Oh, I know. I'll let you join me for dinner in the city.
If that helps get support points up with you, then yes.
Everyone would be jealous, you know? They'd all love to spend time with me.
Well, only right now, Sylvain, I think.
Okay, just think on it.
Okay, so that's a B. I don't have 15 in... I know it's Charm, but I call it Charisma. I don't have 15 in that. And I also only... That's blocked. I only have a D plus rank, I think, in Axes right now. Or E plus. Yeah, I think it's actually only an E plus. Which I don't think is nearly enough. Yeah, it's only an E plus. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to save and see if I can pull this off. But if not, I'm going to reload, because I think you only get one chance to recruit each character per month.
I bet I can
It's probably not going to work, is it?
Professor, but if
I feel like I'm just barely off. Okay, I'm going to reload the save now. I feel like I'm really, really close, but I don't want to raise her support level that much anymore, because from what I've heard, a B rank is pretty much enough to recruit most characters. I think Byleth's stats are just barely not high enough. I think I need to have 15 Charisma and maybe at least a D in Axes, and then it might work. Do I have any time for more monastery exploration this month? I don't know. But I guess now, yep, let's end our exploration time. Lesser Alliance Founding Day.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
That looks appetizing.
Oh, free meal. Only one of you needed to be motivated, but still, it's better than nothing. And a bit more professor level. Now, is Cyril going to approach me one of these days? Ash. Okay.
Hey, Professor. Did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
No? You never mentioned this before.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but... Sort of. I actually decided not to make him pay for it. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
Okay, then.
No, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong.
That's interesting.
And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him. It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was.
That explains your personal lock touch skill.
My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop. I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on.
Let me guess, that was... Oh, that was Lord Leonardo, probably.
The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
And back to that again.
You probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato.
Thought so.
But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing. To be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done. To leave this world better than I found it. That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him. I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Yeah, I actually really like Ash's backstory already. Now, Cyril?
Let's give it a try.
I am a little worried.
We didn't do too bad, did we?
I've deepened my understanding.
There's so much left to learn.
I'm certain I've improved.
A lot of anti-cavalry skills there. But yeah, something that I was going to mention about Ash is... his backstory is very similar to Castor from the Arcania games, but most people who haven't played the Japan-only games wouldn't get that, because a lot of Castor's backstory isn't hinted at until the second game. I mean, until Mystery of the Emblem, I mean, and that didn't get localized. But yeah, basically Castor, he became a con artist, not a thief, but similar difference, because his family was poor, and, I think, yeah, his mother had passed away, I think, due to illness. I think his sister, like, I think it's implied that his sister almost sold herself into prostitution. So, yeah, got kind of dark, but it's similar overall. Okay, so, we can either explore, but we also have... Rare monster sighting, war for the weak, and the merchants are still open. Okay, so what does battle do? Yep, I thought this would be our first paralogue. Branch away from the main storyline and focus on side stories of specific units. By completing these battles, you can gain unique items and battalions that pertain to those side stories. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so you still can do them, you just won't get experience on the units. So that's Dedu's paralogue. Yeah, I wondered if we would actually go to Dusko and deal with that. But there's also rare enemies approaching. Suggested level 16, yeesh. Okay, that's a little scary. But it's only today. I feel relatively confident about this. Oh, B's a different color, that's cool. But I guess, I can still initiate the sea with Cyril now. Yeah, I've got a whole ton of supports. I guess I'm going to get through some supports, and then I think I might do that battle, but yeah, that's going to be scary.
Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes. Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening?
Well, she got distracted by a spinning person and decided to cancel that meeting.
Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her
Oh,
tomorrow
wait, she actually
instead.
did cancel? Okay, then.
That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere.
He's freaking out about Flame right now. Don't worry about him.
Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. Nah, I'll find him myself. But if you see him, then find me, please, and tell me where you saw him, okay? 'Cause then I'll know where he is. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, 'cause there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it.
And your job is everything. Okay.
Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business.
I should mention that I've actually checked the support list, and Rhea's only support is with Byleth. Thankfully, she seems to be the only Byleth sexual in this game, and I'm very glad for that. Oh, also
Anyways,
Sothis, but
Lady
yeah.
Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not, oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be?
Well, yeah, that means Sedith has 2 people that he's trying to frantically search the monastery for.
Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Okay, Cyril's kind of interesting. He's really overworking himself, I guess. Okay, how about... it's just Dimitri and Sylvain.
I'd better avoid the training grounds. I swear His Highness never sleeps.
Well, he has been seen out at night researching.
You're out late, Sylvain. Is it safe to assume you've been wildly carousing with women? I'm afraid that behavior simply will not do.
Ah, Your Highness. Hello. No, I was not wildly carousing with women. There was only the one. Let's just forget you saw me. Agreed?
Unfortunately, I can't do that. It's time someone talked some sense into you. And it seems the task has fallen to me. Sylvain, I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself at night, but you must learn the art of moderation. Again and again, you end up wandering the streets until the early morning.
Okay, I get it. I don't need one of your lectures. I've got them all memorized anyway. I promise I'll be better in the future. I'll stop going out at night, I'll focus more on my studies,
And you're not going to do either of those.
and in return, you'll go into town with me, and we'll invite some cute girls to dinner. Shall we shake on it?
The way your mind works absolutely confounds me. How did you even arrive at such a notion?
You need to get out more. Naive and uptight is no way to live your life.
Naive and uptight? Yes, well, compared to you, I imagine I'm downright run-of-the-mill.
I'm not so sure. Most men are experienced enough to know not to give a dagger to the girl they...
Will you never let that rest? It was many years ago. Perhaps a good knock on the head will help you to finally forget about it.
With your brute strength, a knock on the head could knock the life right out of me. You better watch that temper, Your Highness.
You're not one to talk when it comes to brute strength.
So how about this? I'll try to behave, and you'll try to loosen up.
If I do as you wish, will you truly promise to improve your behavior?
What'd I just say? Of course I'll behave. A knight of Fargus never goes back on his word. What about you? I want to see you with a girl on your arm.
I am a man of my word. I will attempt to do as you ask. But you had better uphold your end of the bargain as well.
I'm now picturing Dimitri going around to all the girls in his house saying, look, okay, I just want to shut up Sylvain, so would you please get on my arm now, and then we can put this whole thing behind us.
Seriously? Yeah, I'll believe it when he introduces me to the lucky girl. Oh, Dimitri, you always take even the silliest things so very seriously. This should be fun.
Okay, and I think he had a support with Hilda as well, yes.
Hey there, Hilda. You're looking
I kind of
cute
feel like
today.
these two are pretty similar, although it seems like he can't A-support her, so maybe not.
Thanks. You're looking quite handsome yourself.
You know exactly how to talk to a guy. I like it. What's with all the books?
Oh, these? I was just bringing them to... ouch!
What's wrong? Did you hurt your foot?
Yeah, I tripped earlier. But I'm supposed to return these books to the library by the end of the day.
Relax. I'm sure there's a handsome guy around here who knows how to carry books to the library.
Sylvain, I get the feeling you get taken advantage of like this very often.
You rest your foot. I'll take care
Though
of this.
Sylvain does seem smarter than he looks, so maybe he falls for these kind of things, like, maybe he's falling for this one on purpose?
Oh, no, that's all right. You must have something more important to do.
Nothing is more important than helping you. Just pile the books on that desk, and I'll get them where they're going.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much.
It's nothing. I'm happy to. Wow. That is a lot of books.
I'll just leave them right here for you. Thanks again, Sylvain. You're the best.
Wait a minute. Some of these books have dust on them. She's been holding on to these for months.
Well, good thing the library fees cap out after a month or so, otherwise she'd be in serious trouble.
The professor was looking for this one a few weeks ago. Hilda, hang on. Did she just trick me into doing something she didn't want to do?
You're only now realizing? Okay, Dedu and Mercedes.
Dear goddess, please protect us.
And now the traditional spinning prayer.
Mercedes.
Oh, Dedu. Was there something you needed?
His Highness sent me to collect you.
I see. I'll be with you in just a moment. I'm almost finished here.
You were praying.
I was. Praying for everyone's safety, and praying for good desserts tonight, and that my next exam goes well.
The Fodlan goddess will accept prayers of any sort.
It's true. I've thought the same thing myself. That reminds me, Dedu. Weren't you born in Dusker?
Yes.
For once, someone else is pointing that out.
Do the people of Dusker pray to the goddess too?
Dusker had a very different view of religion.
Oh?
In Dusker, there were many gods. The sky had a god. The earth had a god.
So, kind of like Sakai then.
We made offerings to the war god for victory in battle. Held feasts for the sea god to calm the waves.
So your people prayed to different gods depending on what they needed?
Correct.
Your beliefs sound so different from ours. Tell me more.
Why? Dusker is a ruin.
Dusker may be gone, but you're still here. Would you tell me more about it the next time we meet?
If you insist.
Really? That would be great. I'm looking forward to hearing more soon.
Dusker is gone, but I'm still here.
Okay, that was alright. Ash and Annette. I was kind of originally thinking of shipping these two, but then I realized his sea support with Ingrid.
Oh, Ash. Are you here to study too?
I am. It's quiet here. Easier to concentrate.
It really is. Hey, would you like to study together? We can help each other out if we get stuck.
Oh, yes. We'll get a lot more done working together.
What's the matter, Ash?
This question's got me stumped. A ballista inside a castle is ready to fire at enemies outside. What angle should be used for the shot?
If only my school exam had questions like that.
Assume the ballista is the same as those in Garreg Mach. Ignore the effects of wind.
Well, yeah, because there's no real effective wind on any projectiles in the whole Fire Emblem series.
This is for defensive strategy, isn't it? Why is it so complicated? Don't you just aim and fire?
Well, that's for random enemy ballisticians who just miss all the time.
It may help to focus on maximizing target accuracy to reduce your miss rate. To start, let's sort out the setup. Let's see. Using these ballista specifications, if the ballista corals follow this trajectory, they'll hit the enemy lines, right?
Oh, that makes sense, because the enemy line will be here.
That's it! Okay, now try using that same technique and applying it to this other problem.
If the walls are this high and the enemy lines are at that distance... Oh, I think I see!
I knew you'd get it.
Wow, I didn't expect math of all things to be useful in a siege.
It probably is, now that I think about it.
This is tough. Numbers are not my strong suit. But this really is the sort of thing you have to know if you want to command troops.
That's true, but not everyone is good with numbers. That's why we have tacticians do these calculations for us, or prepare them before we go to battle. A century ago, the Empire's mathematicians played a huge role in the Battle of the Wall of Fodlan.
I had no idea. Hey, you really know what you're doing, Annette.
You think so?
Definitely. You've obviously done a lot of studying. I really admire that.
I suppose I have. Studying is a necessity if you want the advantage over your enemies. But necessity aside, it's nice to hear you say that.
Oh, that one was kind of cool. Okay, so you and Annette, I guess that's the only one we have left. Well, this should be interesting. Annette is pretty hyper and Felix is a brooding loner.
Today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tummy tum.
And that line was on the website, I remember.
Oh, this mountain of sweets and treats that I long to eat. Oh, stacks of steaks and cakes and crumbs and yums.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
I was breaking out in hives. I'm allergic to happy singing. I'm allergic to happiness and enthusiasm.
Felix, you weren't listening, were you?
I heard enough to know that you're hungry.
No, I mean, well, yes. At least tell me you didn't see the dance.
You have nice footwork. Get something to eat. I can take over watering the plants.
You're evil, Felix!
And you're shouting.
You can't just spy on people while they're singing without even saying anything. It's not right.
I actually did call out that I was coming in. It's not my fault you didn't hear.
Well, you need to speak louder then. Ugh, this is so embarrassing. And of course I was singing some silly food song I made up. I should have been singing about bears or swamp beasties.
I didn't realize there were songs about bears and swamp beasties. That food song seemed to be close to your heart. Your stomach isn't far from your heart, after all.
Oh, you are the worst!
Huh. What was that about? I'd better water these plants. Wouldn't want them to get thirsty, or they might start singing too.
Yeah, well, considering, what's it called, that one Labyrinth in Persona Q2, when flowers start singing, you should be very, very afraid. And that's all so far. Oh, okay. You can actually pay to repair the Sword of the Creator. Didn't realize you could do that. Yeah, it only has a suggested level of 11, whereas this is suggested level 16. This could be really bad, but it's only available today. We're all going to die, aren't we? Ah, okay. So the desert does... Oh, but mages are unimpeded by desert, like in older Fire Emblem games. Okay, good, because they seem to have been moving away from that in more recent games in the series. But yeah, glad that mages actually can move freely in the desert. And this is an advantage of Felix, yeah, being able to, like, being in a magic class. Ah, here we go. King of Fangs. And you are an unaffiliated thing. Closing wall. Okay, that's, oh, 1-2 range, too. But you are strong against range attacks. Defiant Avoid. And a rusted sword. It can be forged into a silver sword. Interesting. I've heard that you get a lot of rusted weapons by like the corpses in, if you're online. Pass, okay. Defiant, ooh, that's not good. That is incredibly not good. Level 18 rogue, but only 9 attack speed. Okay, question is, who to deploy here? Well, yeah, I can actually deploy everyone, so might as well deploy everyone. Okay, we can exit the battlefield, so if things go badly here, I can always just quit this battle. Route the... Oh, -20 avoid and -2 defense for the deserts. Interesting, okay.
Here goes.
I'll go.
And yeah, you do have Thoron. Oh, doubling with Thoron, nice. And you got a solid crit rate on Thoron too.
What should I do?
So if I aim my stride here, yeah, that looks pretty effective. You can move through the sand. You can do it. Move through that sand. That sand got nothing on you. Go, go, go. I'm so
Here
sorry.
we go.
I had to. Okay, so you guys now have super movement. How much movement do you have, Mr. Big Wolf? Okay. Don't want to get too ahead of myself.
I'll give it my all.
Ready when you are.
Okay, she can finish that guy. In fact, I think she'll actually swing all the way over here, maybe? Double crest, so that means no use is consumed, I think.
What's done is done.
And he falls face down in the sand. Now, doing this might result in me becoming very over-leveled for the, actual final battle of this chapter, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Are either of you stronger than the other? No, you both seem pretty much identical in terms of stats. And so, long-range Thoron! I just realized this is actually with -20% evasion, so having less than a 100% hit rate is kind of not good if it's already... I just saw a tumbleweed.
Not good enough.
That's kind of silly. Okay, right, what do we got next? Okay, we've got a few thieves over there.
I'll cut through.
I'm probably gonna have to dismount Dimitri, though. And you can use not Monster Breaker. Helm Splitter. He takes quite a bit of damage in return, though. Maybe it's more effective to Mercedes you in the face.
Oh, I won!
That's the thing about effective against armor's physical weapons. Sometimes there's just no substitute for good old magic. No doubling, though. Unless you double with a bow. Okay, that looks to be a dork mage. And yes, I like doing that. I like saying dork instead of... You have 14 attack speed? Oh, because you have no weapon at all. Okay. So I don't really need to prioritize you. And I get doubled if you use a steel bow. Okay, that's 3 to 5 range, so I actually have to stand pretty far back if I want to use that. I may as well. Oh, also, oh yeah, I'm an archer. I have bow range +1. I didn't realize that. I could have just attacked from 3 range normally. I'm an idiot. I'm not really used to having Ash here. Yeah, see, you have to curve shot in order to get enough range for that.
You're in my way!
And nice crit.
That's what you get.
I knew you'd come through.
Okay, you're attacking Cyril, which, honestly, I don't mind at all. Yeah, I think you'll get better movement if you dismount.
Stay focused.
Ready.
Stupid desert.
Come on.
I probably should have tried to promote you to a Pegasus Knight before I did this. Just kind of forgot about certifications for a moment. That's more damage than I expected. But that crit conserves a use. Nice flourish there.
Why am I even here?
That was pretty cool. Like I said, I'm actually fine with this. I'm not fine with Cyril not doubling. Oh, the yellow enemies. Yeah, see, at this point, yellow units actually mean hostile to both factions. And you're going for him, and you're going to do 21 damage, and he has... Yeah, he's going to die. Okay, that's not good. And that is equally not good. I could try and use group flams. We do have some enemies that are going to be attacking that thing too, though, so I've got to remember that. And is Mercedes in range to physic? I think he is in. She is in range to physic him. So let's do this. Does have higher evasion against ranged attacks, though. Obviously. How dead am I if I attack you? I lose over half my health. But you can't counter it at 3 range, can you? I only have 1 Thoron use 2, so if I do use my last Thoron, I go back to equipping a weapon that probably doesn't have as much in the way of... Like, what's your resistance? Your resistance is only 4. But yeah, it doesn't have much in the way of weight. So maybe that's not a bad idea? Or I could use group flams, or... I might want to actually try and stride again with Denu soon. But I guess he can pick off this guy.
Luck wasn't with you.
I do want Cyril's Monster Breaker to be in range. Or I can try and just charge in through the front. Yes, you don't even need a combat art for that anymore. You have 20 attack though versus his 8 defense, so you take 2 lots of 12 damage if you go there. Unless they double him. I don't think they will though. Yeah, 8 attack speed and you've got 8. Okay, so yeah, they'll not double him. I like how archers actually do shoot their bows up like that. There's a TV trope called no arc in archery, and yeah, we would actually say that it is an averted trope for the purposes of this game. Not like averted, that's weird. Guess I can pick a sword just to make sure that I double them. Yeah, most of my people with battalions are not close to that beast, and that worries me. That very much worries me. Should I just pick off that guy? Maybe? I can always rewind if things get bad. Oh, that's a level up at least. 20 magic already, nice. I know the caps in this game are really high from what I've heard, but still, that's kind of impressive. Okay, Thoron over the wall. And that's my last Thoron, unfortunately.
Next time, bring your friends.
15 already. and great
I have
speed.
improved.
Uh-oh. Well, moment of truth time. Is Mr. Wolf gonna show us what time it is? That time being dinner time or not? I don't know if, like, What's the Time, Mr. Wolf is actually particularly well known in, because I know there was, like, an episode of a TV show where they described it as a British thing. And they said that it was like they said, you know, it is tag, but I was like, no, What's the Time, Mr. Wolf is not tag at all. Completely different. Like, for those who don't know, What's the Time, Mr. Wolf is like a children's game where one person is like all the way, like, far away from everyone else
That's how it goes.
with their back turned, and then everyone has to ask, what's the time? This is such a weird thing to be talking on the phone. They say, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? And they say a number, and then everyone has to take that number of steps forward. But then when the wolf says dinner time, then everyone has to, then he chases everyone, and they have to run. Ow. Well, in this case, the wolf throws giant rocks at you, and he's using an AoE attack. Okay. Maybe we should, like, run and try and lure that thing away. Except Annette can't get out of range.
Stay vigilant.
Okay, come here, wolf.
So,
Oh, Mastered Monk!
That should do it.
Magic +2 and draw back. Is there a cap on how many of those you can have at once? Or are they just considered class skills? Unit moves one space away from adjacent ally and pulls the ally along. Okay. Well, that should be pretty useful. I think I'll maybe go for Stride next turn. Except this could be a problem. Violet's not nearby enough.
Should I fall back? Not good.
No, he'll still get attacked from that range. Okay, they do 12 damage to her, which is incredibly bad. I didn't realize she was in such a bad place right now. That's really, really terrible. Because the Vulnerary actually won't save her. Man, if she goes there, she gets attacked by both of them. Is there anywhere Ash... No, I don't think there's anywhere Ash can go that doesn't get. Because, like, Ash could Deadeye one of them and she could kill the other, but then Ash, like, dies. And I already used... Yeah, now might be a good time for a Divine Pulse. Yeah, that one right there. So... Yeah, he's not even in range of anything, so that... Yeah, that doesn't matter at all. So, wibbly wobbly timey-wimey, that didn't happen.
I'll cut through.
And you don't even have a javelin.
I'm on it.
But you could have a javelin if Sylvain traded you the javelin.
I must stay focused.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, and with that, I should be able to pick off both of these guys. Iron Bow this guy.
Doing my part.
Yep, and support with Ingrid. Great, because I want these two to get supports and die.
I did what I had to.
There we go, and now...
Stay focused.
I probably can safely... you in range? No, you're not, okay. What about my Gambit heal? Yeah, it'll heal Cyril and Felix. Oh, and of course that happens again.
What should I do?
Is the wolf going to attack him? is not. Well, at least he had a counter this time. And it's confused. Giant wolf thing became confused. That's a Pokemon Battle Revolution joke. Yeah, basically. The way the PBR announcer says, like, the Pokemon name and then became confused, it just sounds so, like, yeah, it's weird. It's very obvious that that they were both recorded separately. So it's like, Latias became confused. No Cyril. Also no Cyril. But I mean, Cyril's right up in its face anyway.
I'll do my best.
So if I use group flams, yeah, it hits the target and all adjacent squares. So if I like go here and use group flams, I will definitely need to heal her though. Forgetting exactly what confusion does. But it is going for a giant AoE attack from the looks of things.
Ready when you are.
Or I could get all three of them with Cyril here.
Wait for me!
I know just the thing.
Hey, Wolf, eat this! Does that break all of them? Yes! Armor break! And now it's incredibly angry and is going to maul Cyril. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. But it is armor broken right now, so... You don't even double. I mean, I don't even need stride right now, because, yeah. What happens if I use stride here? Yeah, Sylvain is in range. I don't think he'll be able to reach the boss. No, not boss, the monster though. But I can at least try.
You're a big help.
No, nowhere close. Oh well.
I'll go.
Yeah, see, Wrath Strike can help when you're not going to double anyway. Though I could also go for the Black Magic crit boost. And I guess attack from this angle. Unfortunately, Cyril has already gone, so he can't use his Monster Smasher attack. And then that's one health bar down. Now he's on his second health bar, and that means that he gains... Oh, Defiant Avoid, okay. Can't move, though, and he is definitely aggroed onto Cyril, so... I really feel like healing a net, though, just in case its aggro lines turn out to be a lie. So far, this battle hasn't been too bad at all. In fact, I think I might actually be able to finish off this, although it did say route enemy. Although the King of Fangs is still considered an enemy, right? Pretty sure he's still considered an enemy. Yeah, let's just lure you in like that. Wow, nice experience just for hitting you. It's Path of Radiance easy mode all over again.
I'm getting stronger.
Pretty good stats on... Oh, there are still a couple of enemies over there I didn't even realize. Okay, you take damage from poison. And I think your armor is still broken? Yeah, so you have no access to that anymore, so I can freely pelt you from range as much as I want. Nope, bad idea. Exceedingly bad idea. But I think I can give Violet a hand axe. Yeah, this thing is pretty far. Oh yeah, it's exactly enough to double Violet with. Yeah, that's kind of a problem, actually. Okay, because you're officially in counterattack mode now.
Here goes.
Holy crap, that's a lot of damage, though. Yeah, go for it. Group Flams.
Now.
We are a group. You shall feel the power of our Flams. And level up too. Strength.
Everyone will be so...
Annette's definitely been getting speed blessed, I think. For me. Which is probably a good thing. Yeah, this thing should be dying very, very soon. I mean, Ash sat out the last battle, so he might as well kill the regular enemies off.
The fight continues. I'll stick with it.
Yeah, definitely a lot of dexterity on Ash and luck, too. Not much of most other stats. I didn't realize Felix was so high level. Can you finish it? You can. That's not the best accuracy, though. And if you fail, you actually don't die, so might as well. And boom, headshot with fire magic. I was about to say that Annette is faster than Mercedes, but they just, yeah, oh no, yeah, she's still faster. I thought they equaled each other for a second, but Annette is one level higher at least, so they could potentially still equal each other. Dedu is very behind on levels, though his own paralog is coming up pretty soon, so he'll have an opportunity to get more. I guess you can vulnerate up. Who hasn't moved? Oh, you. Yeah, this hopefully shouldn't last too long. Yeah, you could Deadeye someone, though... Oh, that actually isn't too bad of an accuracy reduction.
Ready.
No support with Ingrid, though. Which is a shame.
Thank you.
Yeah, physics range is definitely getting higher at this point in the game. Wish I had a dancer to refresh you and then I could heal someone else. Definitely doubling them, though. It should be over pretty quickly. I am glad they brought back the mages can move freely in deserts thing, though. Because they kind of dropped that from some of the more recent games. But I probably should have made her a Pegasus Knight before I did this. That was kind of dumb. It's a lot of charisma, too.
Over already?
And I kind of wasted a turn there, but oh well. Ash is very close to leveling up. I guess Dimitri is 2. And just physics someone, because why not?
Oh, thanks.
Not quite a level up, which is unfortunate, but... I don't think you can quite combat art that far. So let's just have
That's
Ash
how it
Jedi this
goes.
guy.
I'm starting.
So yeah, that wasn't so hard, despite having a level recommendation way higher than us. So with that over, I think I'll see you next time for what is likely to be the paralogue as well as a little bit of teaching, so see you for that.